Over the past decade, South Africans have lost millions through investment schemes like Fidentia, Leaderguard, Group and Sharemax. Unfortunately, it seems as though many South Africans tend to forget such events too quickly. They often just end up walking into the exact same track or trap when they are promised quick returns and easy ones over the short term by deceptive individuals. Joining us in studio to share some of the tips on how to avoid these investment fraudsters is Finweek Editor Jana Marais. Jana, something's too good to be true, it probably is, but yet we keep on investing in these dodgy schemes. Why?
It's so hard to resist that promise of easy money, isn't it? And I think especially when people are struggling to make ends meet, you know, deep down you probably know this is a risky move, but you so desperately want to believe that it's true and that you can actually make this money that you need, that people keep on investing in schemes. I think the other thing that, you know, the guys who run these schemes typically are very good salespeople. So, you know, it's a good story. And then if you see your friends investing it and your family investing it, and they're making, you know, so what can go wrong? And I mean, and the reality is, in the beginning of a pyramid scheme, people do make money and they do get their returns paid out as it was promised. So it seems all legit until the cards start falling down, and then it's usually too late.
So what questions do I need to ask myself before I invest in a potential fraudulent investment scheme?
Yeah, I think there's a few things that you can ask. The first thing I would say is you must check if this company is, you know, is this registered with the Financial Services Board? What is the track record of this business? Can you see how they make money? Do you understand what you're investing in? Yeah. Do you understand how you're going to be paid out? And then I think, and this is maybe something where a lot of us go wrong, is it is always worth getting a certified financial planner's opinion. So rather pay that money and get really good advice before you actually commit your savings and you lose everything.
What if I've already committed my savings and I'm in this scheme? What now?
Look, I've done stories like this where people have invested in schemes, and then you listen to their stories and you think, but what were you thinking? Surely you couldn't have believed that this is true.
Yeah.
And the reality is that there's not a lot that you can do. I think the easiest thing is probably to make to cut your losses and realize that there's not a good chance that you're going to get money back. But I do think you have to make a lot of noise about it. So you have to go to the Financial Services Board and complain. You have to try and find other investors who lost money in the same scheme, and perhaps try and see if you can afford a lawyer and bring some cases. Certainly go to the police and open criminal charges. Speak to the media, because a lot of these people, you know, they pop up in different companies. So I've had a story where somebody, you know, had a similar scheme like 5 years ago, and a new investor emailed me and she said, if I only did a simple Google search, I would have seen these names pop up before in similar schemes where people lost money. So do your homework, and if you did get your fingers burnt, make a lot of noise about it, but also realize that the chances of getting money back are not very good. I think the other thing that people forget is that you can actually still be liable for tax on paper profits. So even if you lost your money, if you made paper profits, there could be implications from SARS as well.
So do your research.
So make sure that you know what you're letting yourself in for, especially if you're committing your pension money. And I think that another piece of advice is the moment somebody tells you about guaranteed returns on anything, you really need to have the red flags must go up.
Do your research. That was the words of Jana Marais, Finweek Editor, telling us how to spot those fraudulent schemes.